Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do start, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. Deku, he encountered the lizard. He also encountered the Green Goblin. Now, Deku, he encountered the lizard because he was trying to find Mr. Chizuki, his former science teacher. Now, sadly, Deku discovered that the man, in an attempt to try and cure his own cancer, he used a lizard serum on himself. He imbued his body with the powers of reptiles, or more accurately, reptilian-like genome. Now, the man was able to cure his cancer, but there was a disastrous side effect. Giant 6'2" lizard man, who is slowly losing his mind and becoming more animalistic. Now, the Green Goblin showed up. He's been trying to track down the lizard for taking stolen Oscorp stuff. Now, the lizard, he was on the Green Goblin's hit list, but Deku was caught in the middle of this. Now, Deku, he got out of the warehouse before it exploded. He took pictures of the lizard's research, and the Green Goblin, he was a bit more annoyed. The supposed Spider-Man, he finally got to meet him. And he's very strange. Now, the Green Goblin, he was trying to deal with a lot. He was trying to get accustomed to what's going on inside of his own mind. The serum he used to become a super soldier is wearing him down mentally. He already didn't have very good mental fortitude, but now he's split into two. Now, Deku, he got away from that scene, but Lizard vowed revenge on Spider-Man, and it tried to track him down. Whenever Deku went to go to the Osborn lab the next day, he ran into Toga. He decided to step out whenever his spider sense went haywire, and reacted to seemingly nothing. Now, Deku stepped out and met Toga. She brought him lunch for the day, and she was worried about him, because he might be stressed out, and she doesn't want him to miss a meal. Now, Toga, she then left, and the lizard, he went after her. He was trying to track Spider-Man's scent, but Deku hugged her before she left, and she's carrying his scent now. Now, with that being said, we do currently have the lizard. The lizard is slowly stalking his prey, and he's trying to find the best place to ambush her. Trying to find the best place to kidnap her. Spider-Man. She doesn't seem like it, but she carries his scent strongly. And that tells him everything. She's connected to Spider-Man, and she recently visited him. The scent is still fresh, and he can smell it on her. Now, Toga was walking down the street, and there actually was a lizard. He decided it was now or never. He won't be able to take her or find her later. So, tracking her all day like this, it's gonna wear him down. He can already feel his mind succumbing to animal instincts. He can already feel his mind degrading more. He has a clock, and it's been ticking ever since yesterday. He was already on a short fuse, but now it's worse. Now his mind is trying to keep itself together, but it can't do that. He needs food. He needs to... No hunting. No hunting. He's not trying to kill her. She's not his next meal. She's not prey. Now, Mr. Chizuki, he does should keep that in mind. She does know Spider-Man, and that's enough. The lizard is going to leap off of the building. Everybody does a smash down in the middle of traffic. A lot of people are going to turn their heads and stare. As currently the lizard just going to scream out angrily. And people, they're going to turn around and run in different directions. And there actually is Toga. Toga, she's still going to stare at the lizard. Surprised. Her going to turn and run. That's not good. Now, Toga starts to panic a bit. And right now the lizard is going to turn and give chase to Toga. And Toga does going to turn her head and look around. Her seeing the thing right behind her. It's chasing her. That on her mind. And Toga, she's also gonna try and turn in an alleyway. Her gonna just try and run. Now, Toga's not too sure what to do. And right now she does gonna try and grab at her phone. Her going to try and open it, as there is whenever she is gonna feel something grab her. Her actually being grabbed and then forced up against the wall. As Toga, she does gonna feel the lizard smash her with enough force to actually harm her. Her actually somewhat wincing and yelling out in pain. Especially whenever the lizard does try to tell her, "Where's Spider-Man?" Spider-Man? I don't know. Don't lie to me. You carry his scent. Scent? Yes. You just saw him. Where? But no, I, that doesn't make sense. I don't know Spider-Man. You're lying to me. I will kill you. I am getting hungry. Lizard bring his tongue out. I'm going to run it over Toga's face. And right now, as it does gonna somewhat go up the side of her cheek, Toga, she's a bit more scared. She visited Spider-Man recently? But no, the only person she visited recently was Izuku? No, no, no. He's not Spider-Man. She would have known if he was Spider-Man. That's crazy. Tell me where he is. You know what? He'll come to find you. Let's go somewhere fun. Now, Blizzard is going to bring his hand up. Him going to smash Toga down with his left hand. And right now, Jizuki, he does try and keep it together. Okay, he needs to stay focused. Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. He has to stay focused. He needs to stay focused. Now, the lizard just going to run his tongue along his teeth. He has a hunger. He needs to find prey, but no. He needs to find Spider-Man. Spider-Man can cure this. But who is he? Now, there currently is Deku. And Deku, after he does get to take a break, he does have a lot on his mind. Him currently going to open his phone and he starts to go over a few pages of the research he got from Mr. Cheesecake. He's seeing a lot of stuff here that he does somewhat recognize. And then there's some stuff here that looks... wow. They're stepping more into animal testing phases and they've already done so. Cell rejuvenation is incredible. And from these statistics, a 98% likelihood, only a 2% margin of error. I mean, the DNA could cause rapid cell mutations, but greater strength, regenerative properties. For all extents and purposes, this is the cure, but then there's an error. At least he thinks he found the error. But, that doesn't make sense. How do you even solve that, though? Shit. Okay, so... shit. This isn't his forte. Okay. Science and certain things. I guess... technically this isn't theoretical science anymore. This is actual... rapid body mutations or cell mutations or... no. Anomalies. How does it classify this? Okay. This will take him time to figure out, but he needs to secure Mr. Cheesecake till then. Okay, so maybe I should try and find him. Now, Maida's gonna walk over. Her gonna sit down, turning and asking him, so what exactly is he looking at? Her's gonna lean over. And Deku just is gonna turn off his phone. Jesus, I'm looking at some private shit. You and your girlfriend? Yeah. What do you want? Nothing. I just saw you two talking earlier. So what's your deal with her? We're dating. We've been dating since high school. Really? Yeah, a few months. Honestly, believe it or not, my dream girl. Lucky you. So, how serious are you guys? We're pretty serious, I want to say. She brought me lunch. Cool. So, what type of stuff are you going to try and develop here? I don't know. I mean, I developed those little drone things and trying to figure out how to make them fly, that was difficult. And trying to make them so compact with a camera, that was a little hard. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of impressive. You got the program to run on a phone, right? I did, yeah. It was a little complicated, but I got it. That's cool. I'm trying to develop a few things, though. Try and do something cool, like Tony Stark. Sorry to say, I don't think Oscorp would appreciate Stark Industries here. Actually, that's the thing. Have you heard of Justin Hammer? Hammer Industries, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think they were going to try and reach out and give me a scholarship, actually. Really? Yeah. I mean, I kind of got a few scholarships I could choose from. Uh, Stark Industries, though, I don't think was one of them. Are you serious? Yup. Shit. That's pretty cool. Well, now, Deku gonna get a phone call. And right now, he does get to look at the contact information. Him going to actually stand up and going to turn. Going to pick it up and take a few steps away. Hey, Toga. Izuku, please. I need help. Toga? Are you okay? He knows you're Spider-Man. Deku gonna freeze. Now, Deku's gonna turn, walking back over and grabbing his bag. Going to turn and start walking away. Toga, what exactly is going on? Izuku, is it true? Are you actually Spider-Man? Yeah. Why haven't you told me about this? I'm scared. It's this giant green reptile dude. He's scaring me. I think he's gonna eat me. Now, Toga doesn't don't scream, as right now the lizard took the phone from Toga, and Deku he don't shout directly to his phone. Him would actually don't turn and look around before shouting again, talking about how he's tired of the fucking spam calls. Now, Deku he actually don't look around, gonna bring his hand up and talking about it. It's kind of the seventh time today, interrupting his research. Not fun. Now, Deku is trying to put on that angry face before going to turn and run out of the building. Him getting outside and running in an alleyway. As right now, he does going to try and ask exactly what the lizard does want. And the lizard does talk about it. He wants the research. Okay, Mr. Chisaki, it's me, Izuku. Do you remember me? Izuku. Yeah, please. I know you remember me. Come on. You told me about your diagnosis. You survived, okay? You said you had months to live, and it's been months. You're alive. You're better than ever. You're healthy, okay? Listen to me. You need help. Do you understand that? I do. See? Okay, Mr. Chisaki, let her go. I'm trying to help you. Listen, I looked over the notes. I have the information. You do? Yes, Mr. Chizuki. Listen, just let her go. I can help you make a cure. Together, we can solve this. It took weeks to get where I was. I understand that. Listen, you're a very great mind. I'm smart too. I know someone who can help. They have a lab. Listen, if you just let her go, we can work this out. I don't have time. What do you mean? I'm losing my mind. I feel it happening. Mental. Jack. Mr. Chisaki, are you trying to say mental degradation? Okay, Shizuki, are you still in there? Yes. Okay, listen. Don't harm her and give me what I want. What do you want? The cure. I'll make it. Just please, don't harm her. Now, the man is going to say a location. And Deku, he does get a time. As right now, Deku, he doesn't hear Toga scream whenever he does it hang up. Him, at least, going to turn back to her. I'm going to bring his hand out to grab at Toga. He knows what he needs to do. Spider-Man will fix him. He just... No. He needs to be encouraged to work faster. His research took him weeks. His research didn't give him enough time. His research, it just... He needed too much. Too much. He's limited. Izuku. He's limited. He won't be cured. He'll lose his mind. Spider-Man. He did this to him. Now, the lizard is losing it. The only thing he can focus on is his rage towards Spider-Man. And that's the only thing driving that reptilian brain inside of his skull. And Toga's afraid. She's been kidnapped by a lizard man. That's a first. Now, currently Deku, he dressed up as Spider-Man and went swinging through the air. And he was trying to at least call Toga back, trying to get any information. He has a location and time. But whenever he actually swung home, he actually got there. Him at least trying to clear off a table and get to work. Some of these things he does know about, but half of it he can't use. He can't get his hands on, and he needs substitutes, and... Okay, shit. Some of the chemicals here, they're industrial, and... Oh god, he's gonna have to go out and steal these, isn't he? Most of these are stolen from Oscorp. And the Green Goblin. Actually, that does sound better than Flying Elf. The Green Goblin, he's just trying to find the lizard for this. So if he steals these chemicals from Oscorp, then Goblin will come after him. But wait a minute. Why does the Goblin care about Oscorp? That being on his mind, he's trying to multitask. His hands are moving fast, and he's trying to do what he can. He has an idea, but it would take too long. Try and go to Tony Stark. Try to go to Iron Man as Spider-Man, and see what he could do. The man might be a raging alcoholic, but he's still a great mind. But Stark Industries is... Well, Stark Tower is so far away. He couldn't swing there. Plus, there's a fucking miles of forest separating him and the next town. Running. No. Okay, running there even on foot as fast as he can. Shit. Okay. Getting some of this stuff made is going to take hours at most. Running to Stark Tower... Damn it, okay. No, he actually has to do this. Now, Deku does it a head out. And right now, Spider-Man, he does try to swing around to different places. Him at least trying to tell people about what he needs. And right now, the fact that Spider-Man is trying to run around collecting chemicals to stop a giant lizard, someone owes this motherfucker $5. Now, Deku, he talked to the man. And after he did go to at least grab some of the containers and go to turn and run, there was where he actually went to go bring his hand up. Him going to shoot webs at them and then to stick them to his side. Before, he just went to go throw out his hands and swing away. And currently the guy just goes on turn, expressing, he told them the giant lizard was not a fucking suit. Pay up. And right now, the guy just goes on slam down the $5, talking about it. It looked fake. Yeah, sure he did. Now, the guy's a bit annoyed. But meanwhile, we do actually have Deku. Deku, he tries to get everything together. It takes him hours. And then he does try to head to the location. And meanwhile, there actually was the Green Goblin. The Goblin, he was doing a few things. He made a few upgrades to his own suit. He also decided to change a few things and see what he can do. But there's also the lizard. The man's being active, and he kidnapped a young girl. The girl he does not care about. The lizard, though, he's definitely on the agenda. He's definitely the one he wants to take down. And currently Deku, he does actually swing across town, as there is where it's around 8 at night. The sun's gone down. And Deku, there currently is location. It's at the top of a massive building. And Deku, whenever the police they tried to swarm the area and at least try and get an understanding as to what the hell was going on, there was Deku. Deku, he tried to move in. He swung across the rooftop, and he had the container. He had it with him. He tried his best. The science, he understood most of it, but that small margin, this possible cure, it should do something. It should help. It should help Mr. Cheesecake. And right now, Toga is screaming for dear life. She's on the top of a building. And currently, it isn't good. Right now, police, they're trying to make their way up. But the lizard, he is not having that. He made sure to make the building unstable. He made sure when he came up here, this place, it could go down at any moment. And right now, the police, they're trying to stay on standby. There's got to be a hero who can deal with the situation. And it's a bit strange. And currently Deku, he did make his way to the top of the building. And right now, Deku, he does just don't stand there. And I'm trying to tell the man, okay, Mr. Cheesecake, it's him. This being where Toga, she actually just don't turn. We're going to see Deku. As the man, he actually just don't stare at Deku. Him going to bend down and grab onto the metal floor. Him going to swing himself down and start to climb his way down. And Deku does get a somewhat of a closer look at this. The man is covered in green scales. His eyes are yellow, and he has a giant tail. He's also a lot more physically imposing. Whatever is happening to him, it isn't good. And Deku, he doesn't bring it up. As right now the lizard, he doesn't see Deku. He doesn't trust Spider-Man at all. Spider-Man destroyed his research, put him back. He would have already had that cure. But why does he need it again? He likes what he is. He likes being this powerful. If he takes that cure, he'll die of the cancer. That's right. He'll die, won't he? Spider-Man doomed him already. He's gone past the point of no return. That ran on the lizard's mind. And the lizard just scream out with primal anger. I'm gonna lash out and attack the thing that Toga, she is on top of. And Deku, he actually does go to stare at the lizard. As he does bring his hand up and yell at him. He'll smash the cure if he tries to kill her. Now, the lizard stared at Deku. And right now there was a tiny drone flying in the air as it was looking at the scene. Right now, Deku, him and the lizard are on top of a very circular building. There is the antennas that go up. And Toga, sadly, she's attached to one of them. And she doesn't really have much space anywhere for her to go. And Deku, he does try to yell at the lizard, yelling at him over and over. Just fucking let her go. And right now, Toga, she feels the ground become more unsteady. As that antenna, it smashes against the side of the building, and Toga, she actually just tries to hold on for dear life. Her now grabbing onto the holes in the floor. Her digging her hands into it and trying to hang on for dear life. Her legs starting to swing. And Deku's going to turn directly to look at her. Him actually going to bring his hand up as the lizard does go rushing forwards. And Deku, he is at least going to try and throw out the cure to the lizard. Now, the lizard is going to rush forwards. As whenever it does going to bring his hand up, it does go to swing the cure away. And Deku, he does go to throw his hand up. Him going to blast out with his webs to pull the cure back in, before he's going to web it to the wall. Now, the lizard is going to rush towards Deku, and Deku does going to shift around. Him going to pull up his right hand and throw it upwards as hard as he can, before he does at least go to put his left hand low to the ground, blasting at the lizard's foot. Now, the lizard, he actually is going to throw his hands out. Him going to smash at Deku as Deku isn't flying. Him actually almost flying off of the building as he's going to throw out both of his wrists. Him blasting at the building and going to grab onto it with both sides. But we're going to throw himself forwards and smash his feet directly into the lizard. Now, the lizard, he actually isn't skidding across the ground. His claws digging into it as there is just a rush back forwards, screaming out again. And Deku, he is trying to take care of this man. However, there actually is where Osborn, he does decide to step in. And right now the Green Goblin, he actually is going to throw down a pumpkin bomb. As for Deku and the lizard, they were fighting, the lizard, he thought he had a hold on Spider-Man. Him pinning him to the ground, as Deku, he had his spider sense ring in his ears super loud. And there actually was where he felt his vision go super fuzzy, before he actually started to hear it. Ting, 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 ting. And Deku turned his head, looking to get the pumpkin bomb. As the lizard, he actually saw Deku to turn and stare at it, as he went to go scream out at Deku. Him at least trying to throw his tail out to smash into it. However, the bomb is going to go off, and the entire building does start to shake and become a lot more unstable. Now, this thing's about to come down, and Toga, she's losing her grip. She can barely hold on, and that antenna, it's not steady at all. And Toga, yeah. Whenever it does go to swing down more and more, smashing hard, she feels her grip loosen. However, Deku, he is going to throw out his right hand over the lizard, got sent flying off of him. Him going to try and web her to the building. Her hand actually being stuck as she started falling. Her right now dangling onto it by the artificial spider webs. Now, Deku, he does this turn to Toga, him starting to rush forwards, as the Green Goblin does some flying in and laughing, as he does a yell out about exactly what the hell has been going on. Now, Deku does a turn towards the Goblin, and the Goblin yells about it. It's quite interesting, isn't it? Him pressing something on his wrist. And Deku does this turn. Him going to see... No. No way. Now, Deku does stare at it. It's the thing he invented for Mr. Osborn. No. But those should have still been at the lab. Those were locked up. Those were his prototypes. So, that would mean Deku's staring back at the Green Goblin. And the Green Goblin, he does somewhat going to try and bring his hands up again, yelling at Spider-Man about exactly what the hell he's done. And he's quite happy to see that he put a friend of his in danger. Or, well, a lover, maybe. Him's not going to laugh. And Deku doesn't get angry. And the lizard is going to start rushing towards Deku. And Deku, the moment he was going to turn, he's going to throw out his left hand. And he does so without any restraint. Now, Deku tries to hold himself back. He knows that he's stronger than most humans. In fact, he's probably stronger than that one guy from World War II. What was his name again? Captain Freaking America? Yeah. Right now, Deku is going to send out a massive blow, sending the lizard flying out and into the ground. Him smashing Toki into an AC unit, as right now the curators are falling onto the ground and rolling. Now, Deku does a turn back to Osborn, yelling at him. If the Green Goblin wants to try and take down the lizard, that thing's the cure. Now, the Green Goblin does start to laugh, him talking about it, as he actually does a turn and look towards the person who's about to fall. Maybe not. You know, he does have a few other ideas. I'm going to bring out his hand, and right now he has to shoot something that will dissolve the webs. And Deku, the moment he does to turn his head seeing it fly through the air, he does it to rush forwards. As the Green Goblin, he goes to fire off a missile. And Deku, whenever he does start to run, there is where the missiles go off right in front of him, him being sent flying backwards as Toga does start to fall. Now, Deku, he goes smashing backwards, as his mask is somewhat burnt. And right now, Deku, he has to look directly up towards the Goblin. Him going to get back up and start running. We're going to turn and leap off the building. Now, the Goblin is going to turn back towards the lizard. And right now the two, they go to face off. And the lizard is going to scream out. As Osborn, he does going to pull more of his toys out to play. Now, currently Toga, she's falling. And Deku is going to see her. Right now he's trying to dive. Come on, he can catch her. He can catch her. Come on, just speed up. Deku, he's trying to do the math in his head. The calculations that are going on, the adrenaline pumping through him, the expression on her face. He has to save her. Come on. He has to. Deku throwing out his hand. And right now there is where he does try to at least shoot a web out towards Toga. Before he does try to turn and shoot a web out towards the top of the building. He tries to shoot it out hard. And he tries to make it go for range. However, Toga, she falls fast. There was too big of a gap between that period where she fell and Deku, he was knocked down onto the ground. A few seconds. That's all it was. And Deku, he doesn't save her in time. Whenever he does go to actually feel his web on his left hand, go to pull taut, he has to turn back. And Toga, she's not on the other end of the line. And Deku doesn't see it below. Right now, him going to hang by his left wrist. She... No. No, 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 no. Toga. Now, right now, Deku, he does want to sit down on the side of the building. And the police officers who saw her fall, they looked away. And right now, they did go to look up towards Spiderman. And Deku, he just looked down. He didn't know what to do. And right now, Deku, he has to turn back to the top of the building. Him gonna bring his hand up. And gonna shoot a web. As there is back at the top, the Green Goblin was firing off more gadgets. He was having a laugh. This was a riot. And Deku, whenever he made an appearance, there was where he stood there. And whenever he did go to at least land, the Goblin, he turned to face off against Spider-Man. And the Lizard? Yeah. He might not like the fire, but hey. Maybe he can have another meal. Something to finally sink his teeth into. And Deku went rushing forwards. He didn't say a word. He was angry. He threw his fist out towards the Lizard, smashed him across the face, and going to bring his hand up. Going to bring his left hand out and stick it to the Lizard. Him just going to punch him over and over and over again. And right now, the Green Goblin is going to watch it. Deku just going to smash him directly into the AC unit. Him going to at least break him into it, smash him over and over again with both hands. As the Lizard, he kept being punched over and over and over. And Deku, he just threw him straight through the other one. I'm going to turn and send the man flying. Before, there actually saw Deku, he actually went to go bring up his left hand. Him going to let go of the pieces of the skin that were attached to his fingers. Now, Deku just go rushing forward, screaming at the Lizard. As right now the Lizard, where he does get back up, Deku, he does go to rush towards him. However, the Green Goblin, he laughed, throwing out another bomb. And this time Deku, whenever he went to go look down at it, he brought his hand out, him rushing forwards and grabbing the bomb, throwing himself upwards and throwing it directly at the Lizard. It blasting him point blank, and the explosion sent him flying. But Deku got sent flying too, as his spider sense was going off. He's gonna die. That being what he does think. Him going from rising to falling. He's gonna die. Now, Deku, he feels guilt. He couldn't catch her. He actually couldn't catch her. He couldn't save his dad. And then Toga. Toga. Now, Deku just closes his eyes. Well, there's that ringing in his head. And his body is to throw out his left hand and float a web. As Deku, there was the massive amount of it he shot out before Deku landed on a net. And then Deku just laid there for a second. He didn't know what to do. Right now he laid there in the homemade costume. Part of the mask destroyed. The left shoulder, well, the area towards his torso, destroyed. And the area around his legs. His pants had been burned a bit and singed. And Deku, he laid there in the spider's web. He wasn't a hero. He lost confidence in himself. And Deku, he was mad. But most importantly, he was sad. Being a hero means that you put your life on the line, not others. And Deku, he went to Toga's funeral. He was mad. He was ashamed. And people, they saw the way Deku acted. He mourned with her parents. He cried. He loved her. And everyone, they tried to at least reassure him. They said those words that Deku, they cut straight through him like a knife. They made him feel like he couldn't be Spider-Man anymore. It wasn't his fault. He wasn't there. He couldn't have saved her. And Deku, he's mad. But somebody they do blame Spider-Man. And Deku can't help but agree. People, they hear how Deku talks about it. Spider-Man could have just been a few seconds sooner. A few seconds faster. And Deku, there was a Norman Osborn, he tried to pay his respects to Deku. He tried to at least let the boy mourn. But he did try to give him a call. He wanted the boy to take time off. And whenever Deku didn't answer, he left a voicemail. He made things quite simple. Izuku needs time to mourn. You can understand that. He may have worked whenever his father died, but he still felt bad. He took time to cry. I mean, the office he worked in was large, massive. When his secretary was out to lunch, he bawled his eyes out for an hour straight. And he felt guilty. He didn't go to the funeral, but he went to work. He made the corporation what it was today. And Deku, he felt empty hearing that from this man. This man's the reason why she's dead. Either he's the Green Goblin, or he supplies the man with his tech. And the Green Goblin is fucking insane. He's the reason why she died. And Deku, he does want to vow revenge. He wants to take down the Green Goblin. He wants to kill the lizard. But Mr. Chisaki, he's losing his mind. Deku can rationalize that. The man, he's not there anymore. All that remains is the lizard. And the Green Goblin, that man's insane. He needs to either be put in jail or killed. But there's Spider-Man. Deku almost killed the man who murdered his father. And now he's thinking about doing the exact same thing. He can't kill Norman, or the Green Goblin, whoever it is under the mask. But Norman Osborn couldn't be the Green Goblin. That just doesn't make sense. Okay, so his prototype went missing. He gets that. But okay. That's all bad. Now, Deku, he does not going to sit there. Right now he's sitting down at a cafe. And he's just trying to think about what to do. He sits there with his sleeves rolled up. And right now, he is annoyed. He wanted to have some time alone. Some time to think. He couldn't catch her. He couldn't catch her. Deku brings his hands up. And right now he doesn't cover his face. He feels terrible. And with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. Catch you guys in the next part.